Well, hello and good morning, everyone. As I'm taking this video, it is currently 11:30 in the morning on Monday, December the 9th, 2019. And before I go on, let me just say that this video and this channel are intended for people of all ages, not just for children 13 and under. But to underscore that and to keep the bots off my back, let me just say, well, Windows 98, Windows 95, MS-DOS. That should be enough to really set this as an adult thing, and it actually kind of pertains to today's video. I'm right outside of my parents' house, and visiting for the holidays right now is my older brother. So my older brother and my dad are in there. And I found a 20-year-old laptop at a thrift store the other day that is loaded with Windows 98. Plugged it in and got it started, and it actually runs. And these two, my dad and my older brother, worked with a lot of Windows 98 systems, and they haven't for well over a decade. So they're very nostalgic for this kind of thing. So today, I'm going to bring it in there and get their reaction. See what kind of reaction we get when we see two grown men as they goof off and play with this old laptop. Alright, guys, this is a reaction video to something that I found at a thrift store. I bought it for 20 bucks and plugged it in before I left, and it works. I know, right?
No.
Alright, let me see.
I actually had one of these.
Did you?
I did. One of my
But this thing,
like this.
look at this. It's actually got an old floppy disk drive and then a CD-ROM in the front. Mm-hmm. And look at this. That's some kind of like old memory card reader.
Yeah, that's what. Remember that?
That's zip drives.
Yeah, but I mean, it's got the
not zip. It's the other one.
It's got the VGA port here. It's got a serial port.
PCI, MCI.
So how many different ports this thing's got on the back of it?
Yeah, that's a serial port, and that is a docking station port. Is what that is right there.
But you can look on this thing. There ain't no USB ports on here.
No.
Okay.
Is it got Windows 95 or does it have?
It has
Windows 3.1.
It's right there.
Wow.
It's Windows 98.
Does it actually work?
It actually works. Let's turn on the power.
I thought you were going to plug it up.
And how much did you pay?
20 bucks.
You know, you can update it and still get on the internet with it.
Oh, you can? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay. You hear it humming?
It don't look like it. Look at the fan in it.
Oh, don't move it while
it's
it's running.
clean.
Yeah.
It's clean. That means it hasn't had a lot of hours on it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. If the fan is clean.
Change the system settings. Okay. You guys look at this.
Just hit F1 to resume.
Yeah, but I mean, look at the stats. The stats are coming up.
Yeah, 600 megahertz, Pentium 3.
Pentium 3.
Let's see here.
95 megs extended RAM.
Yeah, but that's not the amount.
640 kilobytes of system RAM.
What
Anyway.
about the hard drive?
No,
They don't tell you the hard drive.
You're wrong.
Doesn't say anything about the hard drive, but you can actually go right on into Windows. I already checked that. Look at that.
Windows 98.
Here, I'm going to let these guys see it. Nostalgia right there, guys.
Windows 98.
Windows 98. 98, and this is 2019, so that operating system is 21 years old.
Not exactly 98.
Really?
Okay, it was introduced in 98, but it ran till about 04 when XP came out. Yeah.
So this is probably on the later end of
It's
Windows
actually
98.
more like Windows 95. It's like an extended Windows 95. XP was the first good option.
I'm interested to see if this thing, this CD.
You've got even a
Tray.
NIC. No, you've got a dial-up card on here. To get a NIC card, you actually had to plug it into the PCI MCIA slot.
Yeah. So they had that's a phone line thing right there,
that's
isn't it?
dial-up.
Dial-up phone line.
Yeah, it's got a dial-up phone line.
Is it a dial-up phone line?
It's
Yeah.
a dial-up. Yes, it's got a dial-up modem in it.
And we don't even have a dial-up phone to this house.
No.
Can't get one.
Look at that.
either.
Mouse trails, guys. There's mouse trails on it.
Well, you can turn that off and on.
I know. I like them, though. But look at this. You've got the old My Computer, My Documents, Internet Explorer.
That's the stuff that I grew up on.
The network neighborhood. This was if you were plugged into the network in the office there.
Right.
Yeah. So you guys fixed a lot of these
Can I see
things.
something?
Hold on.
A few things. There's USB ports right there.
Oh, there are USB ports. They're
I was
probably
going to
not
say
the.
Windows 95 is where USB ports start.
Yeah, but they're probably not the USB 2.
No, they're USB ones.
Yeah, they're probably going to be the USB 1. So if you plug a USB 2 device into it,
It's not going to see it, but
Not gonna
another USB 1 device it will see.
which
But
you
the
could
other
probably
side
get.
of that is typical jump drives it'll see. And that's really most of what we use those
I
for.
want to see something real quick.
All right. Here, let me pull this over here, guys.
Build me a computer and put XP
Well,
on it.
the deal is I find so many like video games for $1 that are Windows 95 because nobody wants Windows 95 because you can't run them on DOSBox.
Windows 98 will run Windows 95 stuff.
Well, most things that are for Windows 98, it'll say Windows 95 98. So I don't
You
know.
know what the next
I'm
one
sure
is?
it'll run more than the XP does.
Do you remember the one that only lasted like 6 months?
No, what was that?
Millennium. Windows Millennium.
Really?
Yeah.
So
And
what are you
then-
looking up here? Are you looking up the system stats? Lynn?
Yeah, I was looking.
Do you think this thing would see? Because the only thing I'm worried about
So
is
the
that
only
this was an
network-
office computer. So does it have enough like of a video processor to run things like Doom or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
Do you think it does?
Oh yeah. Go try it.
Because I want to be able to run like Legacy Doom on this thing, and you can plug it into a screen and
Be
make
careful
it a bigger
touching
screen.
the screen though, because these older screens like this are very sensitive to cracking and stuff.
Yeah.
And that one's not cracked.
That's
What do you see there?
basically he had 100 megs of RAM.
100 megs of RAM. Is that?
How big is the hard drive on it?
Does it have a hard drive spec?
Go
on
to
it?
C. No, just go to C. Go to my computer.
I'm gonna go look, Dad. I'm gonna go look. See, basically 100 megs of RAM.
That's good.
System settings.
Come on,
Here we go.
Go to my computer.
I'm doing it, Dad.
Wait a minute. It'll be on. You're
I'm
in my
I'm
computer.
almost there.
Properties.
Okay.
So
The pink is the part that's used, right?
No. Hold on.
That's open space?
yeah,
You have to.
Oh, my goodness.
You
you
have
had
to
11
add
gigs of open space.
those two
not-
together.
yeah.
There it is, right there. Capacity 11.2
It
gigs.
was a 12 gig. It was a 12 gigabyte hard drive.
There's
Yeah,
a 12 gig hard drive in here.
The smallest they still make is 6.
And SD cards is 4 gigs.
Well, you didn't even have a gig of RAM. You had 100 megs of RAM in this.
Yeah. So,
And
I mean,
now- That's still a lot for Windows 98. That's plenty. This is a topped out how can I say this? This is a topped out Windows 98 laptop.
really?
It's topped out.
Topped out. So, I mean, if we're talking about, like, what was that? Command and Conquer and Civilization 2
all
and
that stuff. will
Sim
run.
City and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I've got a computer I can take around with me that actually runs those things.
Oh,
I
yeah.
actually would not mind.
You need to
I'll
put-
buy it off of you for $20.
No, dude, I found it.
Where was it?
It was that thrift store down the street there.
Down there?
Yeah, the one that's like it had a ministry thing on it.
Oh.
The one
wow.
that you turn?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
turn for God.
That's the one. Yeah, and
That's the only one I ever go to.
when I was there, they had 2 Xbox 360s that they sold me for 15 apiece. Okay, and the thing about those is he said I'm selling them for 15 because they don't have hard drives. He had the first model that had the hard drive that was supposed to slide in at the top, and it was missing a hard drive. But the other one that he had was a Model S that has an internal hard drive. So it was working just fine. He didn't know that it had an internal hard drive, and I wasn't about to tell him. So he sold it to me for 15 because it doesn't have a hard drive. Okay, Land, take a look when you go over to restart. One of the things that options that it gives you. Restart in MS-DOS mode.
Wow.
Did you find anything else?
What do you think?
That's crazy.
There you have it, guys. Land, what do you think?
That's pretty slick.
This, it turns out to be what they're describing as a topped-out Windows 98 PC that I can run Doom, Command and Conquer,
Yeah.
by the way,
Wolfenstein,
by the
Quake,
way,
probably Quake. What?
if you go to Batteries Plus, you can still get a battery for that.
Really?
They carry all of the, even the old batteries and stuff.
Guys,
Now, it may cost you like $100.
20 bucks for this nostalgic gold mine here, guys.
We could put a wireless card in it for $40.
I've got
I think I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. Let's see what I can get. Anyway,
You'd have
guys,
to load all the drivers.
if you like this,
Those
please
get squirrely.
hit your thumbs up, like button, leave some comments, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to ring the bell icon, yeah, put down in the comments what kind of nostalgic memories do you have for a machine like this? Was there something important, a device that was important to your life at some point that looked like this?
I think your
Be
first
interested to read
computer
it.
was a 98, wasn't it?
I think it was a 95. No, I think it was a 98.
It was a 98.
See you in the next one.